In Canada, we're called like amateur. We don't make money.
The only money you can make is if you win tournament or do like brand deal. Asia is government funded, different from Europe. So in that year, what do you think it was around how much you spent? We all have dreams of being a professional badminton athlete, but what are the costs? Well, today we're here with Olympian Toby Ng, who's previously reached a world ranking of number 16 to find out what are the costs of being a professional badminton athlete and if it's within my budget, but not my skill level. Okay, so first let's talk about how much it cost one of your years where you were leading up to the Olympics.
I guess my Olympic qualifying year means you're basically trying to qualify your world ranking for 1 year, playing as many international tournaments well as you can afford, I guess. Playing about 25 tournaments.
Two tournaments per month?
Pretty much. 20 to 25 different countries just to play. And then the long haul flights, spending 25 weeks around the world, that's probably however much that costed is.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like airplanes you can kind of get away, but hotels it's much harder to get away with lower costs.
So that was actually right before Airbnb came out. A bit more challenging to do things a little bit more old school, like get a travel agent, see if we can get deals on flights, cheap hotels on Expedia, or things have evolved with Uber and Airbnb, but again, we know everything is also more expensive now too, so I can only imagine the challenges current generation have to afford to do everything on their own.
In terms of like accommodations, did you always like try to find people to split it with?
Played doubles or mixed, and then so it was a little easier to have people to share with. That was also like central and like cut on cost.
Right, so I would be guessing if people were to spend more normally, then it would probably be like over 150,000 for the year, including some food, some activities.
Yeah, and then it's kind of like how serious you really are. I mean, for sure, like it is a great experience and you can kind of have more of an overall traveling experience versus the badminton experience. So it's more like, you know, what are you really there to do?
In that time where you're like traveling nonstop for tournaments, how are you generating income?
I did get government funding from Sport Canada, so that kind of covered a very good chunk of it, and I got some performance bonuses. If you perform well and become a very good player, then there's no reason you can't kind of support yourself. So winning kind of makes everything go away. You know, my goal wasn't just to make the Olympics, it was trying to like get some kind of result, because I know that if I could aim to, let's say, medal at the Olympics, then everything else would also have to fall in place, so I'd win enough tournaments so I can keep playing. So if you have to win to be able to keep playing, your mindset's going to be very different from someone who's just kind of to enjoy the experience.
So in that year, what do you think it was around how much you spent?
40 to 50 grand.
That's not that much.
I mean, I was very like
extra
low
food,
budget.
you ate, like,
yeah,
what did you eat?
I was known actually to travel with like my own stove.
You actually cooked for yourself, so you only bought groceries. You didn't eat out too much.
Very rarely did I eat. I didn't go and do activities. I went to Peru like in my career 7 times. And not once was I like, hey, let's go visit Machu Picchu because I have extra money to waste.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Toby.
Thank you.
All right, win.